Ad Astra Abbott. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual...
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed, I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission.
Rift Hounds? A Narp?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. Good. Then you can...
Is the Tenryu Commission?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system, their main priority is to protect the civilian population. So they are actively... The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts... You have our deepest gratitude. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound appearances have been recently...
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra...
Chivalry will never...
They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Rain outlines your fate.
Steady as stone.
This isn't good. No, my sword. Time to go.
I must leave no stone unturned. Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help. Come on, Traveler, you can take them! Leave it all to me.
Torn to oblivion.
Shogun? Wait, no!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the
Okay, sounds more like A. You sure made short work of them. That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is... Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world... Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in...
Makes sense. You must get
Might I remind you that I am... Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here. If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them... Yes.
Why?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, but Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
A disaster?
Yes. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call... That's an episode of history that I am loath to but an excess of caution is not...
Guess you can't.
Since we are both here for the same reason, from the traces they've left in the surrounding area, they're...
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone... Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monster... This color! It's similar to the color when the Sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? What?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this.
What happened here?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can! The monsters will be back. We will defend Inazuma. You... beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. Every last trace of humanity...
What? Look!
Not right now. But they'll be back. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the show. You're back! Please, we beg you. You have only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this
Calm down.
over.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush. There are no monsters.
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
I think I understand. Yes, we thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that...
If I am not mistaken, what we the sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the rift, an entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterward.
So the memories of the ones that...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before, but my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. I could tell that, although neither of us...
So, Inazuma was
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout... I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to... But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever...
Hey!
Yes. For all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was... But... after my clash with human ambition, when I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation moving forward inevitably invites further loss. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, all those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. As Inazuma's god, warriors of the past who spilled your... I will never forget you.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
There are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me. Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword.
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable...
Ah, makes sense. Spoken like us. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We did... Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you...
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. After all, it's quite...
What should we do? Yeah.
I see. So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to... And now the Almighty Shogun is here. I have even... Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun... People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire... But me, I have no... The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced... It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma, once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until... Oh, goodness me. Speaking, the Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the... One moment, I'll just... Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it.
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no.
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic.
It's the Traveler. And the Almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance here?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yash...
Oh! Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh, and...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend—
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you—
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent so, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for, he may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now—
You and Makoto had...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world, they are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspiration. Now, it seems like—
Wow.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete out. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate.
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't— I didn't understand at the time. I suppose what it comes down to is the definition— Yes, it does. I always— But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface—
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my but now, I no longer cling.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I—
It's all good, sir.
Let us return. We ought not—
Looking for a tea set and...
Or perhaps the lay—
So we didn't even have...
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune's. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the events of 500 years ago.
She died in that...
Yes. She went to Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice. Yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So it was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first and not? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
That's quite...
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed, no one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. In the end, I simply had to accept that it, with the help of the sacred sakura's power...
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. I once told myself that I would never, but even the tea that is, and it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you
Brother? You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there, and also... Not so.
Oh, what boy.
With this last cup of tea, let us thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey!
Illusion shattered!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Kuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just we'll deal with them. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming back.
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent and their willingness to grant their... If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've just the sight of you appearing before us once more. This hope is the light that will...
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but what?
Protect the almighty Shogun!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Stars, shine for me!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. The monsters will definitely come back. And quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City and
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun's...
Well, what are you?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we...
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma.
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your... With you leading us, we will claim back every...
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in the result being that in the centuries since their you could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred...
Thank you for your comforting words. But I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and but what Inazuma needs more than a even though I am utterly unlike Makoto and can never become the person she was, I still need to do... Yes, they are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said. Sounds to punch...
Change will come to Inazuma. And with it, no matter how long it takes, I am... Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is... I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the
Alrighty then, let's move up. He looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her she seems to have changed a lot. Huh? What's wrong, eh? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like... the... no need. I need to go to the cave.
Why?
A battleground. Protection of the electro armor. May the blossoms of the sacred sakura bloom eternally. Come with me.
May knowledge guide.
No, my sword!
We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once used. It looks like.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Where are we go? Paimon! Whoa. This place... Look! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been... I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors. And the
Wait!
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused, as she indicates. Once I started entertaining, but inside a realm of consciousness. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battle. Hey, showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No, I would not try to change her if it wasn't...
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both do...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty in which has been vested power. It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. Every action undertakes determination, courage. Only rules shall remain. Those were my thoughts when Now, they are towering. You wish to make yourself... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Strike dead! Absurd! This ends now. There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! The eye sweeps the lands! Weak! Shine down, pathetic! Torn to oblivion! The kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Inazuma shines eternal! Weak! Transcend all constraints. Illusion shattered! Pathetic. There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Illusions are but distractions. Illusion shattered! There is no escape! Your verdict is decided. You shall perish! All desire can be broken. Shine down! A fleeting shadow. Torn to oblivion! Weak! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Inazuma shines eternal. Inferior. Erase. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess had... But how long?
How the heck?
In this realm of conscience, she was built to resist erosion. Her will is...
Then, does that...
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no matter how 500 years ago, here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices. It is about time that I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true, I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that during my absence.
But this means...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked. Oh, what do we do? Are we really? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still. Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn. What if she gets too obsessed with winning and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she... Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her with... Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A. Oh, but we also can't... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't fail Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm play...
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me get... I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else...
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her you know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some...
Is she playing dumb?
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter, all I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura.
Because right in Makoto is...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only spec... Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. First things first.
By the protection of the Electro Archon, may the blossoms of the...
Now then, I always have to the outsider. The realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location...
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, this is precisely why when entering the plane of Euthymia...
What? Alright, well...
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario... Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say... Oh, nothing. It just seemed... By the way, remember to focus only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
You have returned. But how? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were over countless battles. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you for your firm commitment to enforce, you bring honor to the. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. Energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate lives and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Witness the final calamity. There is no escape. Ha! There is no escape. Inferior! This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was but a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my mark. And whenever I think of this, I feel something. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of this power is this blade belonged to. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, it was at once a familiar feeling. And a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, you truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow. Just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hello, A. And greetings. Though I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon. Makoto? I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin. A convoluted way to reach you. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. But everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen? I had some sense of it. In my present form, I can no longer, but I know that this must have been, and don't look down on me. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a here, take it. But it is you who must...
Huh? into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the no matter what you make of it.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able. And yet, that sense of disorderliness.
I don't fully understand yet.
Well,
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power without the sacred Sakura.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred.
No. But I understand why now.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine.
Ugh.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted, and obviously I played my. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's effort.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So my first thought was, but it turned out you had come to rest. You too have my thanks.
A, how are you?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about you after all.
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things, I have to say. This has reminded me once again just how brilliant. She even factored my image. It's all thanks to her that I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a...
Makoto said the
Great minds think alike, I wonder, Does that qualify me to... Actually, no. Forget...
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today. After that...
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by Stacy. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking for...